Choose your design category and then browse through the templates to choose your preferred design. Select the number of pages and your design preference. Enter the quantity and click Get Quote. Add a quote reference code and a name, and then click Next. If you clicked Request Design, a form will appear. If you clicked Design Myself, the design editor will open. Start by filling in the details and information. To edit the text fields on the canvas, double-click them or use the Edit Text button on the menu that drops down from the top blue bar when you click on the text field. If you'd like to undo a step, you can click here, or to redo, click here. To add a new text field to the canvas, click on the T button on the blue bar at the top of the editor. On the drop-down menu, you have all the standard text settings available. You can colour either the fill or the stroke of the text by selecting from the colour palettes available, or add a new colour using the plus button at the top. You can cut, delete, or copy a field, or you can copy a design style of a field and apply it to another one. The stroke width and transparency can be adjusted using these sliders. You can rotate or transform the text here. The bold, italic, and underline are here. This button cycles through the text alignment. This slider adjusts the text size. And here you can cycle through different text effects. You can adjust spacing between lines and text characters and change text upper and lower case here. You can change the font from this selection or add new fonts which will be added to the font list. To align objects, select what you'd like to move and use the Align button on the bar at the top. Please be aware that if you have more than one element selected, this tool will align the elements between themselves, not to the page. The best way to align elements to the page is by using the pink guides that show up on the page when you're moving your selection. You'll notice that the elements snap to the pink guides when they're centered on the page, helping you get the position right. If the template features an image on the background, this can be replaced. From the sidebar, you can choose from the image selection or upload your own photos. Photos can be uploaded from your computer or using your phone. To use your phone, scan the QR code, follow the link and add the photos. Once uploaded, the photos will appear on the sidebar. Once the photos are uploaded, you can drag and drop them into the image container. You can click the photo and it will appear on the canvas outside the predefined containers. The scale can be adjusted within the frame. The predefined empty container can be clicked to quickly upload a photo. Once the photo is in place, it can be edited using the menu that appears on the top. From left to right, the tools are Edit Photo. You can apply filters or make adjustments to the photo like brightness, contrast and saturation. You can cut the item, delete a photo, copy an item. You can copy the design style of the image to apply it to another image, align items, change the layer of the item, adjust transparency just using this slider, or transform the image. If the photo container doesn't suit your needs, for example, if you have a landscape photo instead of a portrait, you could delete it and replace it with your photo instead. To delete, click the photo frame, and this will open the upload window, but just click cancel and this will be closed. Once it's closed, the frame will be selected, so you can delete it using the delete button on the blue bar. Delete the box used as an outline for the photo as well. To add your own photo, go to your uploads on the sidebar and click the one you'd like to use. This will place it on the canvas. In this instance, you can crop the photo using the crop button on the menu at the top and scale it using the corner handles of the photo. Due to software limitations, it's not possible to add outlines to photo frames, so a box has been placed behind the photo frame to create this effect. If you'd like to recreate this on a photo you've added, you can do so by clicking the Draw on Canvas button on the blue bar and then click on Draw a Rectangle. Click the arrow button to come off the drawing mode or press Escape. We'd recommend removing the stroke so it's easier to align this box with the photo frame, and you can change the colour using the bar at the top. You can change the layer position of the box by clicking the Layer button. This will open the layer settings. From left to right, the first button sends the objects all the way to the back. Second one moves it down one layer. The third moves it up one, and the last one brings it to the front. Make sure both boxes are centered so there's no uneven margins around the photo. You can also add different shapes from the sidebar and use them as photo frames by dropping the images inside. Once you're finished with the front page of the order of service, you can navigate to the other pages using the thumbnails. On the inside pages, you can add any content you'd like to the text boxes, or you can choose hymns from the supplied list on the right. To browse through the hymns, use the drop-down menu, and you can also search by name. Click the Copy button or highlight the desired text and use Ctrl-C or Command-C on a Mac to copy it. To paste it into the text frame, use Ctrl-V or Command-V on a Mac. Due to software limitations, it's not possible to have different font sizes in one text box. So if you'd like to have the title bigger than the rest of the hymn, you will need to place it in a different text box. There are dividers, icons and design elements available on the drop-down menu on the left sidebar. Always make sure that all the elements are aligned on your design. If there's a lot of information to be added, you could change the layout to 2 columns. To do so, reduce the width of the current column, duplicate the column using the Copy button on the top bar. Using the right button of the mouse to copy and paste, or using the shortcuts Ctrl-C or Command-C on a Mac and Ctrl-V or Command-V on a Mac. To add a stroke in the middle of the two columns, click Draw on Canvas and choose Draw a Line. To make sure the line is straight, hold Shift while you're drawing it. You can change the colour, stroke width and transparency as previously demonstrated. Once you're done, don't forget to align all the elements on the page. If you'd like to use a page for a photo collage, you can do so following these steps. Delete the content on the page, use the Draw Canvas tool to add the number of frames that you'd like to have. To create a perfect square, hold Shift while drawing the shape. We advise removing the stroke to make the alignment easier. Once you have one square, you can duplicate it however many times you need. You can mix and match shapes depending on your needs, if you'd like to display portrait or landscape photos, for example. Now you can populate the shapes with your photos. Some elements are locked for movement but can be deleted. One example is the line running at the bottom leading to the name on the right hand side page. This is locked to make sure that the line is correctly aligned and matches on both internal pages. The name box constrains the content font size to its width, but if you remove the line you can resize this text box to whatever size you'd like it to be. If you delete the line, don't forget to do the same on the previous page. On the right side of the canvas you'll see a column with coloured circles. By clicking them, you can change the colours of some elements of the design. On most of the templates, it's only the colour on the line and the name in the middle pages, but you'll find that in some templates, more elements will change colours. For example, SO14 and SO20. You can still change all of the element colours individually. If you'd like to add a photo in the background to use as a watermark, you can do so by dropping the photo on the canvas and reducing the transparency and changing the layer of the photo. This can be done on any page. If you'd like to start over with your design, you can click on the Reload Design button at the top. This will clear all of your edits and revert to the original design. If you're working on a previously saved design, this will revert to the start of your current session. Once you're done, click Save and Preview. You can browse through the pages to see your proof, and if it's OK, you can click Submit to upload the design to your order. Click Cancel if you'd like to continue editing.